Good day, learners, and thank you for your time. I'm Teacher Michelle, and I welcome you all for today's session. Today, we will learn about the fundamentals of motion, the tools you will need to describe motion, and introduce the precise definition of words commonly used to describe motion, distance, and displacement. Are these two quantities the same? They may seem to me the same thing, yet they have different meaning and definition. Come, let us find out the distinction between these quantities by considering this situation. Okay, let's go treasure hunting. If you were to get the treasure, how will you get into that place? Which way will you take and why? How far will you go if you take this path? How about this path? There may be a number of paths between these 2 points, but the length of path covered may be different in each case. The length of the entire path that the body travels is called distance. It can be measured by the following units: kilometer, meter, and centimeter. However, the standard unit in measuring distance is meter, and it is denoted by small letter m. So now, what is the distance you have to travel if you want to get a chest of gold if you take this path? The length of the path is 15 kilometers and 10 kilometers long. So we can say that the distance you have to travel is 25 kilometers long. What about the other path? Correct! It's 18 kilometers long. If I ask you how far is your house from the treasure, well, you may say 25 kilometers or 18 kilometers, depending on the path you have to take. To find out exactly how far your house from the treasure, we have to look into a straight line joining the initial position and your final position. Notice that the path is the shortest distance between your house and the treasure. But is this enough to find out how far you traveled from your house to the treasure? This time, we will consider direction. In this case, your direction is towards northeast. The shortest distance which tells us how far a body is from its initial position and final position, which requires direction, is referred to as displacement. It has a standard unit of meter and is denoted as small letter m with direction which is northeast. Let us consider these figures and answer the following questions. Let us take figure A. Notice that there are 2 lines, the broken line and the continuous line. Which line represents the distance? Which line represents the displacement? Yes, you're right. The broken line represents the distance and the continuous line represents the displacement. How about figures B and C? What have you noticed about the lines showing distance and displacement in the given examples? Correct. Distance does not always follow a straight line, while displacement always follows a straight line. That is another difference that I would like to point out. This time, we will answer the question, is it possible for displacement and distance to be equal? Let us analyze the situation. When a soccer player kicks the soccer ball, the ball travels 5 meters from player's position to its final position. What is the distance traveled by the ball? What is its displacement? Yes, you're right when you say that its distance is 5 meters and its displacement is 5 meters east. In that case, what can you say about the distance and displacement of the body? You're correct. If the direction of motion does not change, then distance is equal to displacement. Another is, if the body did not go back to its original position, Then we can say distance is equal to displacement. And if the path traveled is in straight line, then distance is equal to displacement. Learning is fun, right? Want to know more? Okay, this time, let's find out the answer to this question. Can displacement be greater than distance? To answer the question, let us try to analyze the given situation. Dustin and his dog Bula were playing with a ball. Dustin threw the ball, and Bula ran 5 meters from Dustin to the ball's position. When Dustin called for Bula, it covered another 5 meters going back to Dustin. What is its initial position? It's 5 meters, correct? What is its final position? It's 5 meters, that's right. What is Bula's distance? 10 meters, very good. What is Bula's displacement? 0 meter. Why? Since displacement is equal to final position, which is 5 meters east, minus initial position, which is 5 meters west, therefore, displacement is equal to 0. And Bula reached the same point where it started from, which is 5 meters east, therefore, displacement is 0. When is displacement be equal to 0? When the final position and the initial position of the body is the same, then displacement is said to be 0. Since displacement is equal to final position, which is 5 meters east, minus initial position, which is 5 meters west, therefore, displacement is equal to 0. And Bula reached the same point where it started from, which is 5 meters east, therefore, displacement is 0. When is displacement be equal to 0? When the final position and the initial position of the body is the same, then displacement is said to be 0. Take a look at school scenario, where a fire drill is being conducted. SSG officers go from one building to another to orient the learners on where to go once they hear the bell rings as a signal that the drill will start. During the orientation, a sketch plan will be shown to the learners. The plan shows the different paths that learners may take while having the drill. Once the bell rings, learners from E. Mabasa building will proceed to E. De La Rosa building, which is 10 meters away. However, another path can be taken by learners which is 7 meters southeast of E. Mabasa building. From E. De La Rosa building, they have to travel another 15 meters to the evacuation area. If you were the learner, which way will you take and why? Very good. That's right. You should take the shortest path, which is 7 meters southeast of E. Mabasa building. Now, let us have a brief recap on the differences between distance and displacement by doing this activity. Where do I belong? Now determine where these phrases and statements belong. Let's check it out.